making some bad decisions, drinking a Red Bull with monk fruit extract. This isn't really a drink review. I'm not going to count on this one simply because, I mean, maybe I should. I don't know. I haven't decided. Screw it. Yes, it's a drink review. Yeah, we're going to go with that. I was thinking about not doing it because I've had this many times before, and I don't really know how to describe it, so I think I was trying to find a way out. I'll explain, but I'll go ahead and take the first sip. I should not be drinking a Red Bull this late into the afternoon, but it is a Friday. As of the time I'm recording this, I plan on recording a bunch of videos while my fiance is at work, and to be honest, I plan on staying up late. The new season of Marvel Rivals has dropped, and I still haven't done my recap of like the stats and everything, so I haven't been doing what I said I was going to do months ago, but I promise I will get to that eventually. Maybe I'll wait until I have a bunch of seasons and then you can see the progress. I can do a whole chart. I don't know. I do also have a snack. I've been holding on to these for a while. This wasn't in the video I was going to do right now, but I really wanted to try these. So just figured I'd do another combo, drink review, snack review. I just enjoy doing them both. So we have some Tabasco flavored Bugles. I grew up with Bugles simply because anytime I was with my grandma, she always had these. No, not the Tabasco flavored, but like the regular flavored and the nacho cheese flavored. So I have a lot of nostalgia for Bugles. I like, I generally like them. I haven't tried any other flavors, to be honest, so we'll see. I am excited to try this. How's that? That has some sounds. So let me crack it open. Interesting. I do not know how to describe that smell. I mean, it smells like there's Tabasco sauce in the room, but I don't know. So I'll get to that in a second, but start with this. So honestly, I don't drink Red Bull a lot, and when I do, I don't drink the regular Red Bull. I was drinking this on someone's recommendation when they started doing it. I don't know how recently. He made it sound to me like it was new, so I don't know. The only Red Bull I'm familiar with, oh my god, it's like this strawberry apricot or something. There's like a reddish orange one. I drank that a lot, and there was like I'm colorblind in case you forget, but it was like brown and maroon. I don't know, like some cinnamon flavored thing. Those are the two that I've had the most of. But this is pretty good as well. I have no idea how to describe it, but it does taste like a Red Bull, but with like some vanilla flavoring. I don't know. It makes it taste creamier. I don't know if that makes any amount of sense, but kind of the vibe I get. It's pretty good. I do enjoy it. Now as for the Bugles, let's get that thumbnail real quick. Just move everything over carefully. Try to not have it so blurry. I need to like learn lighting and stuff because genuinely a lot of my videos have been blurry lately, and I don't know why. I assumed it was because the window was open in the back, which might be the case, but any scientist down below or anyone with access to Google apparently let me know. Let's go ahead and get started with our first Bugle. It's a little darker than I expected, more orange than yellow. These are solid. not really tasting Tabasco. Like, there's a kick there, and I do enjoy it. But I kind of would have rather they just call it spicy or something else. I don't know. Certainly not bad. And like every couple chips, like if I keep eating them in succession, I am noticing the Tabasco flavor a bit more, but I don't know. Certainly not bad. I'm gonna save a few for my fiance, but I'll keep snacking on them, but just so that she can try them. I went with the bag that felt like it had the most. I always do that. What can I say? I'm frugal. In a minute. Whenever I take two, I eat two of them, I can really taste that. So that might be the strat. And that's typically how it is with a lot of these, like, branded chips, right? Not just Bugles. I feel like you gotta have, like, 2 or 3 at the same time, and then you really start to get the extra notes. Because if you're just eating one at a time, you'll get hints. I don't know. Sounds like there's a truck coming. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna pause it just in case. And I was right. It was a loud truck. It was louder than they usually are, and that is, in fact, saying something. By the way, I just realized I'm probably talking too quietly. So, that's my bad. Quick life update, because I don't know how much I've been saying. I don't honestly even remember anymore. We are preparing for our move pretty much across the country, back to be near our families. It's kind of halfway between my family in Louisiana and where her family's at. Closer to mine marginally. I'm not going to say where her family is just because privacy stuff, right? But yeah, I can easily kill this whole bag. It's good. And like most chips, the more you eat, the better it seems to feel and taste. I gotta take a break. I gotta start keeping napkins over here. Certainly a weird combo, but not bad by any stretch. But yeah, we're prepping for the move. We're looking for jobs first. I have a few options. I've prepped my resumes for each. Kind of changed them. I mean, they're mostly in the same field, so not many changes are required. But one of them's leaning more towards a different role. And besides, it's generally good practice to like go to the place you're applying and look for any like heavy hitting words, like buzzwords or whatever, and include those in your resume. Because I remember someone told me when I was applying for the job I currently have that a lot of places they use like AI and stuff, like filter through resumes and say, hey, only look for resumes that include these words or seem to, show these attributes. So since hearing that, I might lean a little too much into it, but I've pretty much done everything I'm gonna do to them because I stress myself out trying to update resumes. I'm like, does that sound good enough? Fuck it, whatever at this point, right? I've got to start applying. It's about 5 months ahead of time, so typically federally that's what you want. I don't think I'm going with a federal job anymore. Not because it's not worth it, but where I'm going, there's not much opportunity there, and I don't feel like driving hours or, an hour plus to get to work. 40 minutes, I can put up with it. But as you get closer to the hour, I'm like, it's just not worth it. I'd rather get another job. There's plenty of medical and plenty of other opportunities I can work, and it's not like I'm getting paid significantly more than I would anywhere else. So, either way, not to get too much into that whole fun conversation, but looking for jobs. My fiance's found a few. I think this weekend we both plan on making the finishing touches and organizing everything to send off. I'll make some calls. I have some friends I'm getting in touch with to see if there's any openings that haven't been posted on any of the job sites. Because it feels like that's the only way to get a job anymore. The people you know. Military does a lot for me in that regard, but that's how I got this job. Sounds like the cats are, in fact, acting up. Yeah. So, once one of us gets a job, we're going to be putting in our 2 weeks, and I've got a lot of our stuff already pre-packed because we have a small apartment already. So it's not like there's a lot of room for things to just be out. So about half of our stuff is already packed, and I've got the boxes ready for the rest. I plan on getting a job, and then we're gone, So we'll see how it goes. There might be a period of time where I'm gonna have the worst videos of all time, and it's not like I have extremely high quality videos now, but I'm gonna have to find some stuff that I can do with even less. Like less room, more noise. I'm setting the expectations low simply because I don't know what I'm gonna do. Because I can prepare as many videos as I want. I can prepare like 20 videos, 30 videos, which is crazy, by the way. I always say I'm gonna do something like that, then I get like 7, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm tired. So I have to like really prepare it. Maybe if I start now. My problem is my phone does not have a lot of space. So I don't know. That's for me to figure out. Now that I've shifted to doing shorts, primarily YouTube shorts, and the main videos are back on the original schedule of Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays, it seems a lot more feasible. So we'll just have to see. Dusty fingers. I'm gonna go grab some napkins in 1 second. Sorry, terribly unprepared, apparently. I guess I should start rating them, but I'll finish my ramble. What was I talking about? Yeah, so prep and move. In the areas that we're looking, it looks like I'm going to be probably about 20 to 30 minutes from most of my friend group, and then about an hour away from each of my parents. They live pretty far away from each other, so that's pretty good. We'll be about 3 hours away from her family, or some of her family, and about an hour and a half from her friends. I said it's in the middle, but it's pretty much right next to my family in comparison, but the main reason for that is her family's very spread out. All of my family is in Louisiana. Hers is all over the country, so everywhere but Louisiana, actually, it feels like. Obviously not in all 50 states, but our parents So her parents and my parents are the closest. What I'm trying to say is her parents are closer to my parents than anyone else in their family. So, kind of works out, right? I get to spend holidays with the parents, and we'll eventually take that next step, right? They'll be grandparents. They'll be grandparents for our children, right? One second. Alright, I'm gonna have to edit that together. Sorry, my fiance called. I just wanted to make sure she was all good. She's on her way, so she got off work a little earlier than expected, so I got about 15 minutes before I gotta wrap it up. I'm gonna be done long before then, but that's my window of opportunity. So the other video that I was gonna put up tonight, I'm probably gonna record later. I do want to hold on to this one probably until Wednesday of next week. So, simply because I just did a drink and snack review, it'd be a little weird to throw this up now. Alrighty. I'm gonna save the rest for my fiance and I to share. But what would I rate this? Easily an 8 out of 10, maybe even 8.5. But I'm gonna keep it at an 8. I really do enjoy these. They're not like the best chips I've ever had or nothing, but I love Bugles, like I said. It's nostalgia for me because of, growing up eating them, right? So, and I do think that this is genuinely an improvement on the flavor. I think adding that spice, it adds to this. I'm not necessarily getting any Tabasco flavoring, but here's my confession. I'm from Louisiana. I love Tabasco sauce. I never use the basic flavor. I use other flavors, sometimes spicier, sometimes the milder flavors. I like to mix it up, but I don't have the base flavor often, so maybe I'm just not the right guy to say whether or not it tastes like that. But 8 out of 10, regardless. Tastes great. I love them. And I'm absolutely going to go buy another bag or two to hold on to because I know I'm never going to see them again. So, and as far as this goes, it's solid. I mean, it's basic Red Bull, but like I said, it's got kind of that creamy flavor. It's got I don't exactly know what monk fruit it tastes like, but it just tastes soft, It goes down extremely easily. It's got that Red Bull aftertaste for sure, but even that still feels softened. I don't know how to describe this, but it's only 10 calories per can. The problems come with everything else, right? 8 carbs, not bad. But of course, like I said, it's all the other stuff that'll get you out. But there's, barely any carbs or calories, right? Other sweeteners, of course. So yeah, it is a good drink. Like I said, this isn't my first time having it or anything. This isn't a reaction, but I want to give it a good rating. I typically buy drinks that I enjoy for this channel, these drink reviews, so genuinely I'm going to give this probably, I think I'll give this the 8.5, because it's good. It's very good. Even for me, and I'm not a Red Bull guy generally, I prefer just the bigger cans, the other flavors. And like I said, I like strawberry apricot. I'm pretty sure is that orange can that I love so much. But this is probably a more normal flavor because that one's a bit sweet. It's a bit stronger. The calories are much higher. They're like 200 something, I'm pretty sure. I think this would deserve an 8.5. I think if you like Red Bull and you like the zero sugar flavor, this is absolutely something worth a shot, actually. Now, if you're not a Red Bull person, I don't know if this is going to sway you in that direction either. You know what I mean? I'm giving it an 8.5 because I like it and I know I'm going to buy it some more. And I do genuinely think it tastes good. It goes down easy. It's not as abrasive, I think, because Red Bull has that aftertaste. It's kind of like regular Monster has that taste, you know, that's just like, I feel like this is in my bloodstream. I think Red Bull has the same thing, like basic Red Bull. But Monster Zero Sugar I love, because it doesn't make me feel that way. This is kind of the same thing, but it has some changes to the flavor profile I don't know how to explain. I tried my best. Hopefully it makes sense. I'm giving it an 8.5. And I'm going to finish it off camera because I still have about a quarter of it, maybe a third. I can't tell. But either way, I started whispering at some point. I should have been talking a lot louder, but I hope this video has been relaxing for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this drink review and snack review. Again, no confirmation on when this is going up, so might be Sunday the 13th of July, might be Wednesday the 16th, right? Wednesday the 16th of July, 2025. You guys are watching this in the future no matter what, and you guys can make fun of me for posting it on the wrong day if I end up doing anything else. But either way, thank you all for stopping by.